Hello everyone. Today we talk about the edge detection, where here I'm using the three different logics, and this logic selection is done by using this multi-port switch. And when I'm giving my control input as one, then I'm selecting the falling edge detection here, and for control input two, I'm selecting here both falling edge and rising edge, and for control input 3 I will be selecting only the rising edge detection for all three logics. And this output of this logics will be connected to this scope, and this is my input that I'm taking from the pulse generator. Okay, first we will see how our outputs is coming, then we go through the logics. Okay. This is my input. Here you can see it's changing from 0 to 1. Here this part is my edge, rising edge, and when it's coming from 1 to 0, this is my falling edge. So now what we did, we selected the third part here, that is rising edge. Okay, when we are selecting the rising edge here only, then it's detecting rising edge, that is means from 0 to 1, uh, rise is detected. Okay, and if I'm selecting 2 here, then both rising and falling should become. This is for rising edge and this is for falling edge, and the output is same for all three logics. Okay, first we check this edge detection one. Here what I am taking is this is my pulse generator input. This input is coming and I am taking here, this is my pulse generator input. So this is my pulse generator input, and I am doing the delay of that input. So this is my delayed input. So if my pulse generator input is smaller than the delayed input, then I am saying it's a falling edge. How? It's because we are changing from 1 to 0. So if my previous present input is 0 and previous input is 1, then we are comparing, if value is smaller than the previous value, then it's we are falling edge. Here we are checking if our present value is greater than the previous value, then we are saying it's a rising edge. If both possibilities are there, then both. Okay, and edge detection tool. Here what I am doing here, this is my present input, and for previous input, what we are doing here one delay is added, and then I'm doing the inverse of that, because I'm using here AND gate. So for to AND gate to be true, both inputs should be 1. If I'm checking the rising edge, my present input is 1, so my delayed input should be 1. So for that I'm taking one NOT gate. Okay, so this is my rising edge detection. So falling edge is happening from 1 to 0, so my present input is 0, so I should change the inversion of present input. So I'm changed the from present input is 0, I'm changed to 1, and my previous input is a 1 only, so I'm taking as a falling edge. Okay, and if both are present, I'm taking with OR gate and both. And last is here I'm subtracting the values, present value to the delayed input values. So for falling edge, we are changing from 1 to 0, right? So if we are changing from 1 to 0, our delayed input will be 1 only, and my present input will be 0. So here 0 is coming, here 1 is coming. If we subtract 0 minus 1, our output will be minus of 1. So I'm comparing here, if my output is equal to minus of 1, then it's a falling edge. Here you for raising edge, my present input will be 1, my past input will be 0. So I'm checking if my present input is 1 and previous value here 0 will be is coming. So 1 minus 0 is giving me 1. So I'm comparing that value is equal to 1 or not, then I'm saying it's a raising edge. So if both possibilities are there, then both raising and falling edges detection is happening. Okay, so this is our outputs are coming for both raising and falling edge. Okay, now let me select the one here, falling edge. So now I'm selected only the falling edge here. Okay, so how now the real time use is here. When suppose we are taking this signal that is a continuously one, and we want to the some scenarios we want to check the state where it is changing actually. Suppose for a vehicle there is this is our ready state, and this may be from wake up to ready state and then sleep state. So we want to check all these states here. So for that, if we in case we missed that state is any case is missed, then we can use this edge detection at that time. Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you very much. Bye bye.